What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server, and we're gonna be using Zarude today. Your boy is released. We're gonna give him a whirl. Your boy hasn't been Your boy has not been getting a lot of respect to see. So let's see what he's got going on, what he has in store for us. So we're playing somewhat of a drag mag from back in the day. This is not going to be an OLT run. I have not had the time to give it a proper run. So this is the first time I'm recording since it started, I think. So yeah, give me some time. I don't want to do it too late, in the sense of too late in the cycle. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. So choice specs Dragapult is quite good here, quite good indeed. As is Choice Card Zarude, and so Choice Card Zarude is gonna be, Choice Bandit Zarude is gonna be an integral for a potential Belly Drum. Zoo, Mandibuzz will be foul playing Dragapult. Clefable will be moonblasting the Haxorus. Kyurem, we'll see. I'm not sure what that'll be. Could be Specs, it could be DD. And Zarude defensively, offensively checks that. And so Zero Aura covers for, let's see, Specs. Specs. Okay, Specs. It's gonna be a game of positioning, even though on paper it seems very simple. Okay, and so I had a couple options here. I could have Zaruded earlier, but he might be red card, and I want to get to something. Yeah, the likelihood of getting to, the likelihood of getting something fast would have been better if I started with something slow. But yeah, and so it's a loss for me to knock off here. It doesn't reveal any information, and it positions me impeccably versus whatever else he has, because I don't. He can't go Azu. Limits the fight. He can't go Azu. He can't go Magnezone. He can't go Dragapult. So he either has to go to Kyurem, or Haxorus, which I'm pretty sure is going to be the option. So I'm expecting to see a Haxorus come out here. Now, I don't think Clef dies. I was thinking, like, which of the two. So he asked for Kyurem first, which to me says maybe Specs. And so what I'm thinking here is, again, I've seen some kind of Dragon Dance variation of this thing, and so what I'm thinking here is CC. Yeah, and so what I'm gonna do is CC. If he's a Specs variant, then that's okay with me. I get another KO, right? And I've seen this, and so what this does is I'll sack Chandelure, because I wasn't sure. I don't want him taking Clef from me with this thing. I doubt he'd have Roost, but even if it does, Chandelure covers, right? So it's Orb, which means he dies to any one hit, and so we'll shot a ball again here. Excellent. This is excellent. So we trade Chandelure for Kyurem, and he traded rocks for. He traded a Pokemon to get his Stealth Rocks, and now we've traded Kyurem for should die to Orb, right? Excellent. And so at this point, couple options. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go to his own Dragapult, but that's not what's more. That's not what's pressing. And so let's see what the biggest problem. If we go Zarude on anything except Dragapult, it destroys. Zero Aura's core purpose in this. I like Zero Aura a bit more. I doubt Haxorus would be initial switch, right? And basically what I didn't want is Dragapult versus anything else, because I don't have any information on it. And so the Dragapult could be DD, which I'm thinking is gonna be, but it could also not be, And so he'd never go Dragapult. That doesn't make any sense. I just knock him off unless he's Scarf, in which case he's not a threat, and so I don't need to be concerned about it. And so at this point, Zarude, I really shouldn't be banking on Zarude this much, but I do have Pult as well, which is a guaranteed KO on Diazu with Thunderbolt. Maybe even Shadow Ball, I don't know the role for that. And so it goes to Dragapult, which is surprising to me. I haven't seen Sucker Punch Dragapult in quite some time, but that's what he has. And so, So I could, a couple options here. Pretty sure Zarude goes down to U-turn, maybe. It's actually quite bulky, so it might not. It's actually, I think, bulkier than Celebi, and Celebi wouldn't go down to U-turn. And then Shadow Ball win from there. I don't want. I could go Mandibuzz, Foul Play, opens up Azu. Azu takes one. I'd rather if Azu's gonna come in, because I think this might be choice, right? I'd rather if Azu come in, one at this point, he doesn't have any Dark Resist, but I'd rather this be the situation, then I'm guessing Player of just makes the most sense here. I wonder what this Azu is, and then from there, that can't be AV. You'd be Belly Drum on a team like this. So I'm just gonna Moonblast here. Yeah. Oh, is that? Yeah, that's Citrus. Okay, cool. Which is what I wanted to see. So I'll Soft Boil spam here until I get most of my health back. Then I'll sack. I just needed to know if I can Shadow Ball his team to death. Because I don't know Haxorus tends to run, and if he Belly Drums here, then well, he can't Belly Drum obviously. So yeah, excellent. So I'm outside of the ring. So it's gonna go for Play Rough here. It's a decision of who I want to sack. Since it's a physical Dragapult, I'd rather just keep that. And so if I go, I'd rather sack Zarude. I'd rather sack Zarude. I just don't trust. And so this allows for me to Shadow Ball as he sacks Dragapult. Okay. Trying to think what this thing could do. I'll Shadow Ball first, as I'm assuming he had DD, right? Then I'd Hard Clef, Earthquake, which I'm not. What? There's no way Mandibuzz goes on to Outrage though, which is basically I need a situation where nothing, because I'm not sure what the Haxorus is gonna do. There's a part of me that's like, this thing has some kind of, so it had Jab anyway. Okay, part of me is like, this thing has something that I'm not wary of. So this should allow me to just Brave Bird here. I know I tank Rage, and then Dragapult just beats Azu, because Yazu can't just set up. Alright. But yeah, I just needed to make sure that there was nothing that I wasn't thinking of. Because those type of teams, particularly with Haxorus, that can run CC. Sometimes it can have Jab. There's so many little things it can have. And Dragapult might have been like Banded U-turn, and so me sacking, let's say Mandibuzz or Clefable, getting Zarude, and Zarude would only get one kill because it can't KO Haxorus and they can't KO Dragapult, again assuming that it has U-turn. And so that essentially be me wasting, rather than me having Clef that can take a hit from everything except Azu. But yeah, that Kyurem Mew turn 1 played out well. almost best case scenario. So we have Pelipper and Urshifu. Could be Urshifu water, which isn't the best for us. I think Under Rain is no joke. Those surging strikes. And so let's boil this down. And so Clefable, it doesn't guard against anything in particular, but I do like what it has in store as far as that Zeraora, assuming it's a Thunder variant, right? It can guard against Chandelure, so every time Chandelure comes in on Ferrothorn, every time Chandelure comes in on Pelipper, every time Chandelure comes in on Clefable, then it bodies something. And what baits in each of those? Ferrothorn is baited in by Zarude. Ferrothorn's baited in by Zarude. Chandelure. Zeraora is gonna be my go-to guy for this game. My ghost spam is gonna be impeccable, delicious, yummy. Mandibuzz is going to be imperative for. It might not be that kind of Zero. I mean, it might be Dark Urshifu. So the game plan is to overwhelm with Chandelure. I'm either late game with Dragapult or Zeraora. And I don't need too much to do so. I just need to keep Clef and Zarude at the utmost. And because I'm not sure what he's gonna go with, right? So he could go with Zeraora. He could go with Pelipper. And so I said Zarude's a beast. Thing is, man, I doubt I go down to CC. Yeah, I was like, man, I really don't want to switch out and give him the momentum, because right here I could just open up Ferrothorn tremendously. Chandelure, I mean. And so this is a position that we wanted. So if he opts for sacking Ferrothorn, that means can't guard against Power Whip. He doesn't have any fire resist outside of the Pelipper. I doubt he'd go a hard Pelipper. That just doesn't make sense to me. But this is a win-win. I either get most of this Ferrothorn's health with Shadow Ball and he goes to Rocks, or he goes for Knock. Knock won't KO me, and I still Shadow Ball to it, KO whatever comes in. So I'd either get the value. So he actually hard switches to Pelipper. I suppose Rain isn't the most important thing in this game, since your Shifu is your main guy. And it is water. My Zarude has been touched. So there's no switching any longer. But what does this mean? Is this could be scarfed as well. Man, Zarude, why you gotta take so much damage from it? If it's Scarf, I'm pretty sure Zarude eats. Man, I don't want to let go of any of my Pokemon here. Like, I'm too attached to everything on my team. And in all honesty, Chandelure is probably... No, Zarude is definitely the most expendable, but I want it to be alive to kill this if it's Scarfed. Okay, Zarude, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I really wanted you to do some work here, but yeah, you're going down. This thing is way too strong. That looks banded, and so I'm trying to put myself in a situation where I can Shadow Ball spam. If he opts for Clef won't get to it KO'd. Well, it could get to it KO'd if it's Fizz Def. If it's Fizz Def, it gets to it KO'd. Because the only reason would have been keeping Zarude was to revenge kill this. Since he kept the Ferrothorn, I can't Power Whip as freely. If he didn't keep Ferrothorn, then Zarude would be a beast. Because I'm pretty sure that's Volt Switch, Thunder. It might be CC too. So it gives me Ferrothorn, gets to it KO'd, which opens up Zeraora as far as Plasma Fisting into CC goes. And so I'm very surprised he went Zeraora, considering that, well, it could be a mixed variant. Okay, fair enough. He could be like knockoff Thunder. which means I'm gonna be staring down Extra, which means there's no real point in me. Could have Thunder too, but Knockoff is our player, because we don't want to be staring down Extra with no protection. Right. And so that's enough damage for me to click CC. I need and Shadow Ball if I so choose. This could have Toxic either way. Foul play. Yeah, so that's Toxic. I figured if he went this route, then we just spam. So I could kill him here. No, that'll leave me one Pokemon less. That doesn't make sense. So basically what I'm thinking there is I could have knocked out his Exegil with Foul Play, but then I'd have to sack him on to either Urshifu or Zeraora, whereas I can go Dragapult here, force a KO on this Excadrill, or I mean I suppose he could go to Clefable. Clef would allow me to defog. So I forced the KO on the Excadrill here, and I'm trying to wrap this game up with my Zeraora, as I said, or this has to be Thunder. What the fuck is this Zeraora set? I guess it doesn't matter too much. I'm probably not gonna be able to destroy him with my Zeraora. So he has Plasma Fist. He could be Magnet. So it's just a generic Volt Switch Zeraora. So it's probably max attack. I am concerned if he is Magnet. So we could play the speed tie game. I just need to win one, and then I'd get rid of his Zeraora, which would just win me the game outright right there. Yeah, I like that more. I do want to remove if he's heavy duty boots or if he is Magnet. I don't want my Clef to be able to get to a KO, because Clef plus the fire type. Chandelure can OHKO his entire team. Okay, say Oscar Clef. So this is, I have two turns. Like, let's say he chooses to Moonblast here. Knock would be the worst case scenario. But Clef being gone does mean that my Dragapult. But I know if he went for knockoff there, that means he's going to go for Softball here, which allows for me to pick up another KO. And so Clefable being gone means that Dragapult picks up a KO every time. And my Zeraora, unfortunately, Zeraora is low enough to the point where he can go for CC on his. And what that means is I can potentially get KO'd, so he knocks. Just the correct play. Yeah. He might go to Urshifu. No. Okay. And then I just give him this since it loses to the last two members. I didn't think he'd Plasma Fist there. I don't think Plasma Fist was ever the move. And so he has a shot if he is Magnet. But he's Plasma Fist. Ugh. But I know what I'll do. So I'll Soft Boil here. Let's see how much he's doing first. He could Volt Switch out into Urshifu. I'm pretty sure I tank Volt Switch plus Rapid Strike or whatever it's called from this range. Unless I die. That's my concern. But it shouldn't even matter. My best play, I think, is to just go to Zeraora. My best play is probably go to Dragon Ball. Let me see. Your Shifu. Oh, your Choice Band. Clefable. Because the way he's playing is Zera. He's not confident that your Shifu Water. My best play is likely to just go to Dragapult. This is Rapid Strike, right? Surgeon Strike does a ton. Dragapult and the Draco Meteor here. Please connect. I could Shadow Ball, but it won't knock out Zero Aura. I don't need to knock out Zero Aura though. Yeah, I'm tripping. There's a Shadow Ball here. But does your Shifu take a Moonblast? It can matter if your Shifu takes a Moonblast. And so what I'm looking at is, if he goes to Zero Aura here, takes a Shadow Ball, knocks me out, I then go to Clef, he VS's, and if he can take a Moonblast, then he's gonna knock me out, and then it's gonna come down to a speed tie, gonna Draco. Okay, good. So that should be game. I know your Shifu doesn't have the best PDF, but I'm used to Moonblasting. So let's see how much this is doing. Oh, Plasma Fist is doing no kinds of damage. He's probably boots with some special attack investment. I have lefties. No, he knocked my lefties off. Okay. It's doing damage. I don't like it. Eventually I'm gonna go to my Zero or an Attorney Plasma Fist. Southboard again. I'm not trying to play with these crits. This would be the turn for sure. Yeah, and I'm outside of the range. So basically there, I didn't want to risk him critting me there and then win in the speed tie like he just did. There's so many things that could have gone wrong in that game. In both games, if I didn't play my end game correctly, and so I'm starting to notice. Now this is just a kind of meme team, but Zarude is not. it can have value, but it's just not showing its worth right now. Is what I'm saying. All right. So we're gonna have our final game for this live. Yeah. So that your Shifu is certainly dark. It's just emanating dark aura. Is it just me? Am I? Hey, big boy. I don't like how that sounds, man. Have fun. Only women call me big boy. Clef guards decently against your Shifu, assuming no Iron Head, of course. And Hippo are always toxic these days, so I won't even say Mandibule's guards against Hippo and their Rocky Helmet and all this. And so certainly Mandible is his core purpose as far as a defensive check. Now offensively, guards very poorly against ghosts. Guards very poorly against fire. Depending on what his Hippo is, I might be able to beat that thing down. Zarude's time is now, depending on what his Togekiss is too. If it's heavy duty boots, then kind of not, but I can U-turn on that and then Chandelore's team to death. And so because of that, I think he has to lead with either Dragapult or Urshifu, and what I'm gunning for is a situation of, well, what does he have that I guard poorly against? Nothing in particular, but Urshifu if it's well played. I don't want to lose an item turn 1 to potential Zero Aura, nor Dragapult, and so I'm actually going to Zarude Sandstorm on the lead here. Play Rough is the only thing that should be able to KO me. We've seen a plethora of Volt Switch variants. And so what I'm looking at here is, I'm actually going to Power Whip to see how much it does. Yeah, I knew I'd tank. Zarude! Eating it up! Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, not Zarude, man. True beast. And so we're looking at a knockoff as he air slashes. Let's take a Mon from him. Even if he does not, You know, I was gonna flamethrower there. Gonna flamethrower there. Just gonna flamethrower there. In hindsight, flamethrower was. I was actually gonna overheat, but I didn't want to miss. Overheat was definitely the play, but if I missed, I got no value out of the turn. Let's find out what kind he is first. So U-turns, he's banded. I wasn't concerned too much about this. If he went to it, it'd be Magnezone, then it's gonna be Magnezone versus Chandelure, and he never volt switch here. And so unfortunately the Zarude has to go down as he flash cannons, and that frees up your boy again. I'll flamethrower this time. He won't sack Dragapult. It just doesn't make sense. I've seen people make plays that make less sense. But to me, I don't think he'd either sack your Shifu or he'd I don't think Magnezone has more value. Well, actually, you could argue that. You could argue, man, that Magnezone has more value than, yeah, but I figured your Shifu would be mid-ground. And so now he can't guard against Ghost at all. And so what he's gonna do is gonna go to Dragapult, and he's gonna double switch into Magnezone or Togekiss, both of which force my Zeraora hint in. But he likely won't double the Magnezone because of the, let's see, Clef. Okay. And so at this point, Clef's purpose is to check this Dragapult since your Shifu is gone, and he's just a sub DD set. Phantom Force. Okay. I'll easily take 2, easily. Since I know it's set, do I want to take the zone's item? Let's find out what his Clef is. So very interesting decision to sub again. This is never beating my Clef or my Mandibuzz. So here, even if he Dragon Dances subs, so again, essentially gave me sub. Clef 1v1s everything except 1v1s everything except this. Hippowdon plus Clef wins. Okay. I don't want to lose my Zeraora because his Togekiss could be scarfed. His potential scarf Togekiss is concerning for me. So I want to have as much firepower as possible. Let me see the roll for Zeraora. Really what I want to do is go to Chandelure, but if he specs Volt Switch, then I'd probably go down. It's my best play here. If he specs, yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want to have happen. And so this, it could be, no, I'll be patient. I'm gonna go for knockoff here. I figured Hippowdon would come in, rock him and all that, so I was gonna double the Chandelure. But if he wasn't what I thought he was, then I'd put me in a very bad position. Whereas now, he should just Earthquake hard because he's gonna be expecting my Clefable to come in. My Chandelure to come in. I mean, and so what I'm gonna do is go to my Mandibuzz here, and then I'm gonna pivot to my Chandelure expecting Toxic. Oh, he actually went to Magnezone. I'll just Shadow Ball hard on the odd chance he feels like Dragapult is the appropriate switch to mitigate a loss, as he gives me a Hippowdon. And so we're utilizing our offensive prowess. Don't say GG yet, bro. Okay, it's probably Scarf Kiss. Oh god. Certainly faster than I. He said GG something. Maybe it's not. Okay. Maybe he thought I was gonna go to Zera. Me shadow balling here is my play again. If he is Scarf, he should have just went for the flinch. Yeah, I think he was. Just the fact that he doesn't leave. Should have tried to flinch me down. Otherwise, he wasn't going to prevail. And so, yeah, at this point, since his DD drag as well, all I'd have to do is go to my. Yeah, let's just stay in a knockoff here. She just flash cannon hard. Steel beam, that works too. And this just allows for me to shadow ball spam. Yeah, so now it's GG. Because Mandabuzz, even if he manages to get past this, Mandabuzz wins. His name seems familiar. I think this might be one of my previous coaching clients or whatnot. That name seems familiar. But yeah, that's Zarude for you. Kill the Zeraora. Alright guys, I think this thing will be, I thought it got Swords Dance for sure. Yeah, but I thought it got Swords Dance for sure, but I guess not. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Hit the like button, hit the like button down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.